Today on the channel, there's a chill in the air. I better wear my sweatshirt, as today we've got the G.I. Joe Classified Snow Serpent.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Classified series unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the latest and greatest. We got the Cobra Snow Serpent. But for all your G.I. Joe needs, including the Snow Serpent, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. Got to get a deal out there, and that's exactly what I did. And that's where I picked up this Snow Serpent from, and very excited about the old Snow Serpent. An OG cold weather army builder is what we got right here. We're building out desert forces with Snake Eyes. We got Snow Serpent here for the cold weather. We got Snow Job right around the corner. We do know that. Can we get Blizzard? Can we get Iceberg? Can we get Frostbite? Let's see if we get some more cold weather G.I. Joe and Cobra figures as we start building out land, sea, air, winter, desert, you name it, all over parts of the globe, things like that with the G.I. Joe line. And of course, this review, we're going to do it like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's look at the old Snow Serpent here. This is a deluxe army builder, and it is a very heavy little box on this one. There's a lot of accessories. There's a lot of pack-in with this one. And this is a true army builder in the ways that you can make it look very similar to the OG Snow Serpent, of course, of A Real American Hero, or the fresh new take with fresh cape. You can even get that going on here. So this is one of those ones, 2 or 3 of them might be worth picking up. I definitely need at least one more in my collection. I might play a little bit of that long game on it. We'll see what happens here. But it is familiar style packaging box on this one. We get the G.I. Joe, of course, classified logo. We get the big glamour shot in the front. We got Snow Job hanging out in the background, getting ready for that all-time battle. It's coming. It's coming sooner rather than later. Little glamour shot of the artwork, and then, of course, the accessories up top there. He is number 93 in the line right there as well. QR code on the side, and then on the back, of course, a lot of jibber-jabber at the bottom. Then we do get some glamour shots there, and like I said, there's a lot of pack-in with this one. They really loaded up the accessories on the old Snow Serpent this time. So we're going to pull all this stuff out, maybe get it all out. We got a big deluxe box right here. There it is. See you later. Sky hook over the top. And then we get the old Snow Serpent. There he is, looking good in the old cardboard prison. Back to the ropes. So sometimes we see clips, sometimes we see ropes. Keeping us on our toes, that Joe team. Just keeping us on our toes. You never know what they're going to do or what they're going to say. You just never know. You never know. But we're going to pull him out. Maybe we'll pull him out. Maybe we'll pull him out. Come on, what are we doing here? Ropes? Come on, ropes. There it is. We're tied up. We're tied up at the leg. Got a little lasso action. A little lasso off to the side. See you later. And then, of course, traditional up top, over the top. See you later. Gonna put the Snow Serpent off to the side. I tell you what, he is a deluxe figure. He is a big bruiser of a figure, which is interesting because I don't think all Snow Serpents are real big dudes, but he is definitely a big dude. Then we get this locker here. This almost looks like a kind of like a stage is what this reminds me of here. Of course, number 93. Got the Snow Serpent there, the Cobra background. Great for dioramas, great for stacking these in the background. Just a cool idea here, the little storage locker. And then it goes off to the side, up high, see you later. Get the old this, Spider-Man style, bam, see you later, goodbye. And then we got all kinds of stuff. We got all kinds of stuff in the parchment paper prison. Oh my gosh. The accessory explanation is going to be half this video. Bam, see you later, goodbye. And what do we got in here? What do we got? Oh, we got a cape. Oh, it's cape season, even in the winter. Bam, see you later, goodbye. All right, let's start with the cape. Why wouldn't we? So he does have a big fur cape going on here. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. This is the biggest point of difference between OG Snow Serpent and the take on this one, is this cape and Unfortunately, poor Timber succumbed to the Snow Serpent, and that's what I believe this is supposed to be. They got a hold of Timber, Snake Eyes Timber, and they chopped him up, carved him up. They made a cape out of him. They made a helmet out of him, I think that sounds right. Keeping him warm, also sticking it to Snake Eyes. And man, oh man, I can just see Winter Arctic Snake Eyes coming before you know it. He's going to be dicing and slicing and carving up these guys, getting revenge for his old boy Timber there. There's no doubt about it. But I do really like that, and that's how my little kid mind would go if I was playing with these. I'd say they killed Timber, they captured Timber, Snake Eyes got away, but they got Timber, they ate him for dinner, and they carved him up, and then they taunted Snake Eyes with this, and he would get his revenge. That's how playing with Kyle would go as a little kid. Maybe you'd be similar, but love the fur felt cape going on here. We do got a spot in the back for another backpack, so you plug this into his back, plug the backpack into here, store everything on there if you want to. Keep you warm on those cold, cold winter nights with one of these. And then this helmet is crazy. You got the two paws up over the top. Man, oh man, just a sad day at the office. You got the teeth up here, the big old fangs, the big snout there. Definitely looks like Timber. I mean, they'll say, oh, it's just a wolf. No, this is Timber. That's the way it's going to go. Poor Timber. Seen better days. Seen better days. Now we dive into all of these accessories here. There is so much going on. It is absolutely unbelievable. We're going to try to sort through all these. I guess we'll look at these first. We got two big old snowshoes here. And one of the cool things is with all these different accessories, you can really make them different. You can build an army and have them look different. So that is really cool here. So you do get the big snowshoes here all in white. Plug in just like a stand there at the bottom. But we do get two snowshoes. Got to think we'll see those again in the future. A lot of this stuff is going to be reused in the future for the blizzards and things like that. The guys I mentioned, the frostbites and those guys, definitely going to happen in the future. There's no doubt about it. All right, when you get a surfboard. How about a snowboard? I guess snowboard, technically. So we get a snowboard, very similar design, but you got the Cobra logo at the top. You got a spot to put your feet in there. You got the little logo, the Snow Serpent logo on the back. Very cool. So you get a little kind of winter camouflage back there as well. So you do have this. So once again, you want snowshoes, you want a snowboard, choose your own adventure, a way to make them different between each other if you really need to. We do get this big old backpack on here. You got the black background, and then the kind of pockets are in like a wintry white color. A wintry white? Sure, why not? Definitely looks good here. Now, you do got spots on the top, very much like our friend Bazooka, who we did unbox on the channel twice, two different bazookas. You do got these rockets back here, so you do stick those in the back, much like we saw with Bazooka. So you gotta get the most out of your molds, gotta get the most out of your accessories, most out of your weapons, as we do know. But we do have this backpack, and then you can plug this backpack into the back of the cape here if you need to, so you can store everything on here, so you can do that if you want to. Now we do get a little bit of goggles here, of course, wintertime goggles. You gotta be careful. You get people that go snowboarding and they got like, they have their goggles on and they have sunburn around there. You get that winter windburn or whatever it's called, but definitely some goggles on point for somebody that's gonna be in the winter elements. There's no doubt about it there. We do get two pistols here. How about that? Two little sidearm pistols, and you can store both of those on him like that as well. So we got two pistols right there. He could be snowboarding down the hill and just bam, 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 taking everybody out if he needs to. I'm here for that. We do get a little black knife, all in black, everything's black. Very, very small knife. Hopefully we'll be able to store that on him somewhere. I'm not seeing a spot for it though, unfortunately. I don't know, usually we get to store all this stuff on the Joes, so we'll have to look into that a little deeper there, but we do get a black little knife going on. We do get the big old rocket launcher here. Once again, very much like Bazooka, you can actually put them in the end here if you want to. You can put the rockets in. There it is. You could be ready to go. All in black. We've got a little padding there in white, of course. A big heavy weapon like this, you need some padding on it. And then you got the little hook here. Of course, you put your arms through and stuff like that, or carry it over your shoulder if you need to. So the big heavy-duty weapon here for him. And then you get the classic Snow Serpent weapon. Love this little blaster rifle. I can just see this thing spraying the blue lasers, red lasers, I guess, everywhere at the Joe team as they're shooting back. But definitely looking cool. All these weapons have little holes on the end for effect pieces. We don't get a lot of effect pieces with the G.I. Joe Classified line. We've got a few with the Viper pack springs to mind, but I'm surprised we don't get more blast effects. They're all made for blast effects. We just don't get it. It would be a great accessory pack on Hasbro Pulse one day. Maybe that's a possibility. Who knows? Now we get a few other things here. I have no idea what this is. Just a little black piece, and I have no idea what this little black piece for. Is it a magazine? Oh, no, we got a magazine right here. I guess this is Winter's Hunter magazine is what this one is, and it slides right in here into the blaster. So we do have that, Then they have this little black piece here, and I'm not sure what that is going to be for. So that's interesting. And then we got this little light, it looks like. I don't know what this is for either. I'm sure it plugs onto one of the weapons or something along here. And we'll figure it out for the glamour shots. We always end up doing that. But, oh, here it goes. Goes right on the end. This is the same one. Didn't we get this with bazooka as well? Kind of goes on the back here, plugs into the back. So we do have that. I'm not sure what this little black piece, though, is for. It looks like maybe no, there it is. I figured it out. It goes right in here. It looks like it's a little Field and Stream magazine is what that is, but it does put in right there on that blaster. So everything goes in somewhere, as usual. You just got to figure it out and find where everything goes. But he is definitely loaded for bear. No pun intended, no polar bears out here. But definitely you got 4 different sets of weapons. You have a guy with 2 pistols, you have a guy with this one, have a guy with this one, have a guy with the rocket launcher. You could really have 4 different snow serpents and making them all feel a little bit different with different accessories, capes, cowls, hoods, goggles, you name it. A lot of choose your own adventure on these ones. Almost too much, if you can believe that. Now we have the Snow Serpent here, and definitely looking good. And like I said, he feels big. He is about the heaviest G.I. Joe figure that I think I've felt in a long time, maybe ever in this line. Definitely cool. Got that white Arctic gear going on. Got the fur at the top, fur on the shoulders, fur on the forearms, fur on the hands. He's ready to go. He's ready to shovel snow if he needs to. He's got that going on. We got the Cobra insignia on one bicep. We got the Snow Serpent on the other bicep. Got a big pouch in the front there. Probably hand warmers in there as well. He's ready to go. Of course, you got the gloves of the blue with the tips of the fingers. You got the white whole jumpsuit throughout, and you got blue piping throughout as well. You got the holsters on the side we mentioned. Then you got the blue boots going on there. Head, you got the big old helmet there. You got some goggles already on there. A little bit of a tan skin tone color there. And then, of course, the usual head sculpt, or a mouth guard, I should say, on the Snow Serpent. This, like it is right now, feels very old school Snow Serpent to me. Reminds me back to the old toy line back in the day. Definitely has that vibe. They definitely nailed that. I want to see how this looks with this on here. I don't know. Definitely a different look to these guys. And I know the Joe team, when I was at San Diego Comic-Con, we were looking at this, talking to it. They said basically, you know, it's an army builder. As we've been talking throughout this video, they said that's how they thought it, the Hasbro team, is the Snow Serpent that wears this Timber's head, and the cape. He is the lead Snow Serpent, and that's kind of how they do it. There's a hierarchy in the Snow Serpents. He's going to be kind of the lead one, and you could definitely do that. I'm definitely going to display one with all this garb on, and then I need 1 or 2 more to kind of display some other ways there. But definitely is a new, fresh take on the Snow Serpent, and I really like what they're doing with the classified line. A lot of the figures giving us the classic feel, the OG feel for those that want that. But also, if you want an army build, you want some little minute differences, you got some new takes on things like this. Instead of going just straight up new takes, they're giving us a little best of both worlds, like a young Hannah Montana is what they're doing right there, and I'm definitely here for that. Articulation, you got a little bit of butterfly shoulder action, bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows. We're here for that, of course. Hands back, forward, side to side. Head back, forward, side to side. And then you also got the neck articulation. So extra articulation there. That is never a bad thing. Beautiful waist articulation. You got the big old Snow Serpent splits. If he's doing a 180 on his snowboard, he's got to have that split. And then, of course, you got the drop down hips on these as well. Thigh cut that are always hidden the best. I really do think the G.I. Joe Classified team hides the thigh cut better than anybody. You do got the double jointed knees. Once again, extremely tight knees. Oh my gosh. Tightest knees in the game right there. You do get no boot cut there, but you do get the ankles side to side, back and forth. I guess you get a little ankle cut at the top, and you get the side to side, back and forth with the ankles like we're accustomed to. Does he fit on a ringside collectible? Mattel stand. Make sure you get the Mattel stand. Discount code Kyle. Save 10% over there at Ringside Collectibles. Definitely fits on there, no problem. Definitely an interesting one. There's no doubt about it. We're building out our Arctic troops. Get us a Snowcat. Get us some of the vehicles. Get us the litany of winter characters. Iceberg, preferably. He was always my favorite winter guy. I like Snow Job. I liked Frostbite. Frostbite, a great, good member of Tiger Force, as we do know as well. But I'd be here for Iceberg. You guys remember that G.I. Joe episode where Iceberg turned into a killer whale? That was always the creepiest G.I. Joe episode for me as a kid. I don't know. Just a weird thing. Weird thing when he got turned in there. It was kind of the crazy part of G.I. Joe from time to time. But Snow Serpent definitely playing a lot of hits here. There's no doubt. and comparing this guy to an all-time great, the true leader of G.I. Joe, of course, Flint. And we know Flint is a guy that is not scared of cold weather at all. Do we remember the assault on Cobra Law? I think we all do. Flint saved Roadblock, saved the entire world. Of course he did. While Duke was in the home getting resting because of his nepotism issues with bringing Falcon to the team and about getting the whole Joe team and the whole world killed in the process. That's your leader, Duke, there. But Flint, he went there and said, man, I'll lead the assault on Cobra Law. I'll take the bull by the horns. I'll get this done. Oh, guess what? I'll save Roadblock and the guys. That's exactly what he did. That's a true leader. That is Flint, leading by example. But you can see how this guy dwarfs Flint. We might need to call in Sergeant Slaughter to take on these snow serpents. Can we get the Sarge a coat? Can we get him a coat? And he could take on this snow serpent. But definitely a big dude and a heavy dude. And man, I'm here for that. You know I love a good big figure. So a fun one here today. A more expensive price point, but you can't say they don't give you a lot. And this is a very complex one, as you got to choose which version of Snow Serpent do you want to go with. I guess you guys let me know. If you're only doing one of these Snow Serpents, how are you going to display them? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, including Patreon, which you get videos like this much earlier than traditional YouTube. And best of all, you do support the channel. So check that out in the link in the description below. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 on the old X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for the winter weather, Antarctica, Canada, and everywhere else it gets cold, I am Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.